as they will get the push down there. No tail, taking a little bit of a beating from Collapse. And Mira just there to provide a little bit of support. They are going to try, most likely, eventually, to get a side pull going, as that one is open, but No Tail's been doing a good job of consistently body blocking it as he's forcing back Collapse, but a little bit of chase down. They have Skewer as well as the Shockwave tries to bring him down low, and No Tail barely walking away from that one. Instead, it's Mira that gets the first blood with the right click and also going to get Collapse out of there.
Yes, man, I was trying to wait on that for the perfect play with the Avalanche, but not able to get the turn. So No Tail goes down. Of course, no items other than regen at that point. Used up his last tango too, so just sitting with a salve and then buys more tangos. So pretty poor Nature's Prophet, but top lane, another 5 going to go down here. Soxa might even run to the tier 2 after grabbing that kill, you'd imagine, because you might as well go home at this point. And yeah, he's just going to head into the abyss.
Oh my god, Soxa does end up going down. You can see, like you said, giving up his life there to the tier 2 tower. So nothing really to write home about with that one. But so far, so good for Seb in this top lane. Already level 4, hanging on to that extra point if he wants to go for a vacuum play or something else. So they will clear through a lot of those treants, actually. So that's a nice little boost there for Collapse. As treads are done and up top, looking to get a little bit active here. The Ion Shell and the surge forward. Toro has to jump away again. 5-second cooldown. The slow and steady beatdown that he's getting from this. They will be able to force him back with a couple of lucky bashes in there. On the other side, you can see No Tail does go down to Collapse. So just all-out aggression. This is what we were expecting from this match today.
Yeah, he still has nothing but regen on this Nature's Prophet. So really taking one for the team here.
Yeah. This Darkseer, get that pressure on.
They're not counting on kills here. You know, these aren't missed attempts at going for the blood. It's just trying to annoy and ruin the game of this Faceless Void.
Well, and in the meantime, Topson, they will use a quick little glyph there, just messing with his last hitting potential, as Toronto Tokyo actually wanting to get aggro. Jumps forward with that DD. It's going to force Topson back. Not bad at all for Team Spirit, who again are keeping it even through this early laning stage.
Yeah, one of the benefits of the Winter Wyvern too versus the Nature's Prophet, as well as that Darkseer, is that you're going to have this ability to try and like hold the towers a little bit longer when they just sort of have this never-ending split push from Ion Shells and trees just running down lanes. So some benefits from Aposhka. And of course, if they want to shove those lanes in a little bit deep, Mira would also be very happy to pick up some of that earlier farm on the line to try and get to that Blink Dagger.
Yeah, that would be great for them. I think that like sort of solid initiation, obviously Toronto Tokyo is really good at it with the Ember, but can be that extra value that's added in.
I do, for Mira's sake, hope that he finds that farm on the earlier end though, because I feel like it's going to get into a very difficult spot. But all that aggression in the mid lane does pay off massively for them, getting that tower for Toronto Tokyo. Topson trying to get the punish here, not going to be able to get a kill, and Toronto Tokyo, of course, with a very healthy tower. Well, should be very pleased at the start of this game.
Sort of keeping our thoughts on that net worth and where it's going to go eventually. You can see, a little bit of a dodge back there. Topson gets a haster, but you can see Tiny's still sitting atop. Toronto Tokyo's up there. There hasn't been a big extension as far as a lead one way or the other, but No Tail gets found out in the trees. The jump forward, Hex into TP. Does Mira manage to make his way out? They do! So get the kill and then escape with the other support. Seb is trying to get aggro, but it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, and they actually...
this is good though.
Oh yeah, that is true. Clean up some of these stacks. Of course, you know they're gonna have them. Even with the ward, Team Spirit can do nothing but watch as they lose on a bit of gold for their team. And Yadaro still being very frustrated by this clockwork, I'm sure. But still keeping pace with Sumail, so...
See how it works out for him this time around. Is it's going to be a lot on Sumail to make those moves, and obviously, of course, Topson playing on this Void Spirit, who had an absolutely fabulous game before. But Team Spirit, they're going to send themselves in here, clear out that Ancient stack, but OG, they want to get the objective. They want to get this tower.
The pieces are coming together, and it's a little bit too fast right now. Maposhka's still looking for that level 6 to hope to come and help in the mid lane.
There, they got right back in. The wall is down onto both Collapse. The mech up, living a little bit longer. Toronto Tokyo walked in, and look at the chrono. It's going to connect right onto both of them. Seb goes down. Skewer into the RP, only catches on the clock, but that's enough. And look at this, Team Spirit.
Beautiful.
Walk through, take them all down one by one, and find one more to boot.
This is so important for Team Spirit because you're using the RP, you're using the chrono. You can't just get one kill, right? You need as many as you can get because that's a heavy, heavy expenditure. But they were very victorious in that engagement. And now the question is, how are OG going to rally back from that? They're just going to run right back to that mid lane? The Yado ahead, he might have a false sense of safety here.
Jump, lift up, Yule Scepter, the Remnant down afterwards, tries to catch, can they get the kill? Hook shot afterwards, it's enough. They bring him down. And with that, Team Spirit going to cancel the TPs. So like you mentioned, the low cooldowns on OG, they make use of it.
Yeah, just right back at it, and I don't expect that to be the end of it. You can see they're just moving through their area right now, just saying, go ahead, we know you don't have much left. All that remains really is the winner's curse. It was gained during that fight in the mid lane, but Poshka found the experience from the kills that Team Spirit gained. So really the last big spell they have left in the tank. So just trying to get something that keeps them like active in the fights, going for this Sanj and Kaya. Not too worried about the next like massive item, just wants to be always there for the team. And right now, a big line drawn here from Mira. They want to go the whole way up top, perhaps hoping that someone's going to try and go for their Ember. Trying to bait his Remnant in here.
Oh, good job there. Gets on in with the Treant to block that camp again. Team Spirit having to deal with that. Thompson maybe in some trouble if they spot him. Oh, instead they're going to go for no-tail. Mira gets the Hex off, but caught by the Remnant, and then afterwards they got the winner's curse. Stun comes out afterwards, the full control finger of death, and dead.
That was a long setup there from Team Spirit, just like waiting and waiting, trying to bait out Toronto Tokyo, and then sort of just kicks off because No-Tail got a little bit too close. But best thing right there is that you're taking out a core hero on OG without the big spells.
Able to play very much together. The big difference is there's no Luna this time. They don't have that tower hitter. So we'll have to watch if Team Spirit can keep the action going and then, you know, potentially make a comeback happen right now, because OG, they're in the lead. But will they be able to find another pickoff? They do. Soxa goes down.
Yeah, I actually feel great about Team Spirit's game right now. I think that getting Mira to this Blink Dagger without losing too much of their like towers and everything across the map is incredible. Like, I'm really surprised that OG didn't try and push a little bit further. They might have just been a bit hesitant because they couldn't quite get like the best early farm on the heroes they wanted, or maybe they just don't feel that pressure. And they're just happy getting Sumail up to his BKB. That might just be the case. They don't want to make any big risks.
Right.
But I think there was a chance that Team Spirit could be in a much worse spot.
So it'll be something to watch for.
I mean, Toronto Tokyo is going to be in that BKB pretty soon. Nearly has it done. So a lot of pressure on pretty much just Soxa, honestly, to find that big play onto the Ember to get the chain stuns going, see if they can catch before that BKB. But they're going to get the catch onto Seb. Uses the Greaves, though.
Oh, tries to get out, but they're going to commit the chrono for this one, and that's going to turn into a full kill. As Seb goes down, Yadoro finds the finish. So a big ulti committed for that, but they get a core hero.
These kind of games can look very confusing too, because the score, of course, is 2-11. You know, Team Spirit, they got all those kills in the mid lane, and you just look over at OG and you're just like, well, why do they have like the gold lead? Like, what's going on here? But just being a little bit more efficient with the map right now. The experience isn't as varied. It's much closer.
We'll have to see if the Team Spirit can suss this out and realize what's going on right now.
The trend continues.
Yeah.
They're going to get objectives if you guys want to get kills.
Comes at a cost. Nothing comes free. But it is still going to be a really strong time with these BKBs done. And actually, Sumail has to go back out, pick up another tree here. Team Spirit have to imagine that something is going on, whether or not they realize that it's Roche or not. But starting to drop down bit by bit. Thompson going to come in and help finish this one off with the TD. Team Spirit not looking to contest at the moment. And with that, Aegis onto the Tiny.
Yeah, with the RP and the curse up. A little bit frightening, but of course they do have some great vision options here between the trains being thrown around. They have their flares. They even used a scan, so OG, slight risk, but calculated to be a benefit in the end, and they were correct.
And look at this, Seb showing on the lane. Team Spirit, they're going to run right into him. You don't have an Aegis, sir. Hello, hello. The jump forward, want to bring him down. Back wall afterwards, though. The turnaround coming from OG. Able to get the calls, push back, but Seb already dead. Now Thompson looking for the pullback. Onto that winner. Wyvern going to get the kills. Sumail finds the back line, going to catch Mira and kill off that Lion. Collapse. Has to jump away. Toronto Tokyo goes for the Remnant through. TP out afterwards. Do they have anything else left to take? No! Toronto Tokyo able to get away from that one at the last second.
Yeah, only able to get the supports there. So looked, you know, nice attempt trying to just go onto the darks here, but Soxa came through that hook shot right onto the Wyvern and the Mag. Those are like your two fight turners, right? So if he can catch those two, the options quickly dwindle for Team Spirit in that fight when you already know the Chronosphere is going to be down. I think they did a pretty decent job of disengaging there, but it's still going to be a victory in the end here for OGs. They feel comfortable pressuring in with the Aegis on. I say that, of course, they have those big spells.
Oh, and there we go. The winner's curse comes out. Collapse moves in afterwards. Does have a skewer to pull him on back on to two Toronto. Get back down low. Has to run it out of there. Barely left alive. The jump through for another round. Winner Wyvern now dead. Sumail dropping lower and lower. Rooted. Can they find the finish? Needs one more hit, and they'll finally get him. But now Seb trying to chase down Toronto Tokyo, and the Aegis will be reclaimed as Choro caught. Has Chrono still.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Need to commit it. Has the jump away for the moment. It actually goes in. What? He wants to turn this around. Finds Seb now, with Toronto Tokyo having another salvo of spells, and Mira being back alive. They might be able to find the rest of the finish.
Oh, yeah.
Sumail in trouble. Team Spirit are fighting back and trying to take down OG. He gets away again. No, Toronto Tokyo falls. Sumail is too big. And where's the detection? They killed all of it. Oh, wait, is he hunting? Oh my god, does he know?
He's just hoping.
Literally just walking in vision. Oh, but they're not quite going to be able to catch him. God, that was so close.
What a play from Yadaro, going back into that fight with the Chrono, the Time Walk getting off there with the help of the BKB. And they find an even exchange, what was looking like just another victory there for OG economically. But right back onto Soxa with the Chrono, hitting onto 3-2.
Back into the game, though. Back into the game. The jump. Avatar's dead. Collapse caught. Winner's curse onto 2. Oh, but they don't have the Chronosphere. But Poshka down low, and Thompson eventually going to burn him down to death. So OG, when they don't have cooldowns on Team Spirit, it's time to party. They make it work. 6,000 gold lead now, even with the kill advantage. It's OG that are the ones that are pulling ahead.
Oh, Toronto Tokyo, he's made some plays this game. Wants to try and push them off here. Feels pretty safe, you know, having the BKB and whatnot, but not enough to punish onto No Tail. And now Soxa coming through. Has the Eggs, but both the hookshot and the overclock are both on cooldown. Not able to go for very much here. Of course, Soxa also wants to just keep following. That hookshot's coming back soon.
No Tail here again. Sumail moves in, and they force the Remnant away.
Soxa's there just throwing out. He's thinking about it. Wants to try and catch him. Maybe before he has a Remnant timeout or something. Now the 5-hero group up now from Team Spirit. They're going to smoke. No vision on this from OG.
Have to be aware of
this is not the hero they want, though. Oh, and look at this. Soxa pops the smoke with the ward in the middle. He goes in.
Onto both of them. Catches onto the 2, but the skewer out near a limit, but not for long. Absolutely obliterated. Soxa did his job. Ends up falling afterwards. Now No Tail tries to back away. Yadaro chasing. Right clicks. Has Chrono available. The turn. They've got Sumail if they want him.
They have
walk forward.
They have curse.
The chase, but they decide they don't want to fight. There was a buyback from that clock. Winner's curse to buy a little bit of extra time. That one tree and force him away, but Thompson able to find one kill. Yadaro backs away again. Without the rest of their lineup, Team Spirit don't want to take this fight. Gotta be careful, Seb. Back him back, jump away. And Team Spirit able to dodge that one.
Yeah, not quite close enough to get the overclock and go for some hook shots there. Like point and click, Winner's Curse, easy setup for the single kill, and then of course you want to be lurking on the back as Collapse. And you know, this is a good mag game in the sense that like he has heroes that want to go in first, right? He has this Ember, he has this Faceless Void even that he can sort of play around with the RP, but so far Collapse not able to work that same magic that we of course know he has on some of his more preferred heroes.
You can see all the pressure that's being put on. Like Toronto Tokyo constantly has to keep pushing out this bottom lane, and the tower is at half HP. This is a problem, and No Tail is the one that's making it a problem. Going afterwards into the freaking Moon Shard.
Yeah, this is
he just gonna give that to Tiny?
Well, if you remember, we'll get to that in a second here. Speaking of Tiny, Sumail, BKB.
Now, Avatos, Toronto, Tokyo, Flame Guard keeping him survivable. Hookshot afterwards, a great one. Catches onto Collapse, needs to be careful there. Finger of Death out, they have the wall down, also Vacuum up to the high ground, calls push to the low ground. And on the other side, Mapochka goes down on the Wyvern. But look at the Chrono! Oh, Yatoro finds a great one, but where's the extra damage? Does he have enough for his own Sep? Will end up going down. So they find that one kill, the buyback afterwards, has to jump away. Oh, and the Sprout Shard! RP catches on the both! Do they have the damage? They need the empower, but it's not quite there! They take down No Tail, now trying to find Sumail. Seb in the area, they throw the Ion Shell. Still looking for that slow, the chase. Toronto Tokyo on the other side, found another one. Avatos, Vacuum, it's enough! Sumail! He did it to him!
The tree to finish it, it looked so good. Thompson gives him the tip. 8,000 damage from Sumail. Listen, the team throwing him on his back. Call him Tiny. He's looking pretty big in this one.
Unreal. That's the thing. You chase this Tiny, you think you're going to get him. He's down so low, almost dead. And in the end, it just wasn't enough. The Avatos combo too strong. Man. Can see now the fight breaking out afterwards. Toronto Tokyo focused the rest.
How is Soxa actually hooked on under Collapse and Mapochka though?
Yeah.
It's every single engagement. Maybe he doesn't get the kill right away, but you can see again Mapochka goes down again without the ulti because of this. Because you create this panic. And Yato did everything he could to try to save this fight, but it couldn't be salvaged. And I swear, wasn't he just dead? No, Tim. Hello. He saw that stat. I think he's top 3 for deaths or something at TI time. Okay. He's up there around with like Puppy and everything. So he, this guy, he likes number 1.
That's true. Got to get it. Got to get it. As you can see, the damage numbers mounting out. Right. Sumail definitely carrying the team in this regard.
No Tail.
Okay.
He's gonna buy back here.
Interesting. Comes back in. Wants to help them clean this up as quickly as possible, but you can see movement. Hook shot afterwards. Finds onto one. Force step out. Jump in afterwards. Doing a ton, but these calls again catching on the boat, and they pull it all in. Tries to skewer out. It's not going to be good enough. Soxa dead, and they manage to live through that wall initiation. Now the winner's curse to buy a little bit of extra time. It's the illusion that's keeping it at the full range, but the BKB gets off a little bit too late as Mira. And Mapochka again dead on this Wyvern.
Fast fish.
So they claim that outpost. Toronto Tokyo thinks about going back in again throughout that remnant, but not going in as Roche 2/3 HP.
That buyback from No Tail to kick everything off, throws out the ulti instantly, and honestly, the thing I'm saddest about is it's going to slow down that Moonshard gift here.
Yeah, true enough.
But now, Team Spirit, they see a possibility here. They have Chrono, they have RP, they have everything.
He's there to break it again. Slight fist off the mark, but they get the pullback. Horn toss.
Nice horn toss. Good free pick. That's a dieback.
70 seconds. No Tail. No Tail. Let's try to do something there. Do you like it? No? Okay. Minute. Thank you.
Is there a rewind? Do we have that production? Can we avoid that? All right. Anyway, we're good. You don't have time walk, that's okay. You have to live with your mistakes. Yatoro,
round 2.
A little luck here.
Jump in. Mira caught again. Thompson finds one. Hook shot onto 2 afterwards. Collapse on the other side. Does have an opening, but he runs into the cogs. Has to be careful. The overclock was used. Toronto Tokyo tries to back away. Sumail hunting, looking for a pick, but they find Thompson. Mira fought back right on top of him. Finger of death. Oh, but they dissimulate. And then the walkway silence out afterwards. Looking for the chase. Do they find him? Sumail misses on that avalanche. The Chrono on the other side finds Seb. Yatoro gets him for the finish. That's no buyback either on him. Soxa caught the winner's curse. Oh, it's going to take down Thompson. One by one, they're getting pulled apart. Team Spirit working together as a squad and trying to finish it off. Can Sumail do it all on his own? That BKB, it doesn't have a lot of duration left. Winner's curse, another one dead. Sumail is pretty freaking large. Is he really going to do this all on his own? Team Spirit, are you biting off more than you can chew? The Rock Man is pretty damn strong.
This is a frightening scene that they're running from one.
Oh no, you got to be careful. Sumail is scary, and he is mad.
All right, still.
I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah, apparently that's... That seems to be the only option left here for Sumail. Heroes and OG falling after that dieback from No-Tail led to an advantageous fight from Team Spirit. Great play from Yadaro. That's a great question. I believe it comes from this magical spell called Horn Toss.
That's a pretty good one. Can they do it though? Finger of Death afterwards if they want to use it, bringing him down low and dead once. Round 2 though. Coming back in for this one. Yadaro caught, does have the chrono, gonna connect. They're trying to kill him off. Hookshot in. Is it gonna be good enough? BKB out the wall. Everything provides to fail. But will it be enough? The RP! They kill him! They take him down, no buyback! And now looking for more. Sep in trouble as they run him down one by one. They actually did it to him. Collapsed.
Well, I'll tell you, Tiny, he might be the hero of the tournament, but the spell of the tournament is Horn Toss. This thing, it's so ridiculous. It's like I willed it into existence because that's how easy it gets once you have this available. It's such a crazy tool on your high ground. You think Darkseer is good on the high ground? Mag with this spell is good on the high ground. The most impressive part is this is a game that's taken a lot of patience from Team Spirit, waiting to try and capitalize on what OG's up to. And now they're finally crossing the river.
Halfway jinxed it. Is there a problem here? Soxa gonna get ran at, misses on that hook shot to escape, and ends up going down. You can't give them an inch on OG for Team Spirit. We'll have to see if they can keep up this, but of course OG, they've got so much split pushing potential. You see No-Tail pushing up top.
Yeah, OG, a team are very capable of just shifting gears suddenly. You know, you think you've kind of figured out their game plan and something new sort of emerges and evolves as they're taking in the game state and adapting to what you're doing. And that's, of course, why they're so hard to beat. So now as Team Spirit, you know, they're trying to adapt, right? They're trying to say, like, okay, now how do we shift from always trying to pull back and then jump on top of OG? How do we become the ones who are actually getting that first jump and making these fights look successful? And, you know, sure, you can do it on your high ground, you can do the horn toss, but you got to find it out in the open map. That's a lot harder to do.
So massive amounts of damage.
Oh, Maposhka, he had to cancel his TP because there was a leveler sitting there on the ground.
Oof.
He had to drop the clarity. And can he actually survive?
He blinked off to the right. Nicely played.
Oh, getting the leveler back. The team needed it though, right? Like,
yeah.
They're going to miss. They try a hook shot. He's out.
What a play from Maposhka.
I mean, this is a leveler with Empower. You do not want to lose that.
Yeah, you have to get it because they are missing that hero damage.
And now there's
the
no
smoke afterwards. The pullback, they find No-Tail. Gonna turn him in with that Impale. Finds the kill.
Stocksa, he wants it. He's
over round 2.
overclocking.
They're thinking about it. This is a dangerous go with the overclock. I mean, you can see that OG, they want to try and punish this moment where Team Spirit was a little bit separated, but they stuck together and able to dodge the initiation. God, what a
Spirit. Yeah, they're taking a look now. They don't know exactly who's up on that high ground right now.
They do have a ward back behind by the hard camp, but at least for now, Tadaro gonna beat away at this. Sumail goes for the opening. Ava, toss, jump in afterwards, but the force staff, and they get him! Dead for 100 seconds! That's their chrono, that's everything! Well, Collapse is still a lot, but he's gonna be forced back again. Goes for the long-range skewer, now looking for more. Mira goes for the Hex, and now trying to go for the TP out, but in the meantime, Toronto Tokyo actually picking off these supports bit by bit, but Poshka will go down as well. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 exchange.
But they did rather quickly.
And that might be all OG needs. Again,
he's sitting on an Ops and Sentry right now for Sumail.
Wait, Horn Toss again! They got Sumail! They don't have Chrono afterwards, but they might not need it. Mira continuing to control, looking for another round of this. RP gonna get off the mark and collapse! Falls him back in! What in the hell? Sumail has a Ghost Scepter now inside the Fountain. I don't know if he fought that or not, but Finger of Death out! Usually when OG is in the Fountain, it's good! Not this time! As they pull him back down again! No-Tail dies!
Yeah, you want to give him a moonshot, you get right with them, all right? Joined at the hip, joined at death.
Again! The Hex is out from the Lion, and another round, another salvo, and Team Spirit will not be denied as they chase for more. But Poshka right on top of Thompson, tries to jump out of there, buying some good time here. And Collapse finally tries to get it.
Good.
Oh my god, Thompson, what?
Yadaro,
is he really gonna get out of here? No, they're chasing. They're going everything for Thompson, but it's not enough.
Don't worry, we got Horn Toss. We're good. All right. Run it back, production. You know what we want.
Yeah.
No one else die, all right? Everyone else just go away. No more fights here. All right, look, watch this force staff. This force staff is so sick. All right, ready? Oh, turnaround RP! Skewer him into the well! Oh, collapse!
It's
He can play
so
more
good.
than Mars!
Unbelievable. And again, the Ghost Scepter trying to keep him alive, but it's just not enough. And just like that, OG now going to have to stare down a very long time without the rest of their heroes, struggling at this moment. Game number 1, Team Spirit tested the champs, and now trying to take this tier 3 tower.
I love this solution of how to get on the enemy side of the map. Just kill them all.
Yeah.
This is great. You know, wondering how do you kill them outside of your base? Well, if they keep coming to your base, well, you just keep killing them there. OG perhaps sensing that they were obviously much stronger, or they just felt like, you know, maybe we're on a bit of a clock, and they feel like it's just with a single unit, tiny as it's starting to feel like for them, that they don't have enough to take this really late. And it is starting to look that way.
And Roche going to, well, Team Spirit playing around the Roche pit. They know this is where the fight's going to take place. And since it's such a long timer, they might even have to actually go beforehand. And it looks like that's what they're going to do now. So smoke up, but somebody needs to deal with bottom. And OG continue to put this pressure on. They're doing such a good job of forcing Team Spirit's hand.
Yeah, those big treants are just going to clear out that range rat.
And it's dead. It's gone.
And they're going for the next one. Guys, there's creeps there.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Team Spirit
Tokyo, he's trying to get there.
This is some veteran stuff right here. Make the split push play, force Team Spirit to show.
And of course, you have the advantage of the flare, right? So you're just constantly sending that in. You're going to have treants there too, so it's going to be very difficult for Team Spirit to deny any sort of vision around the Roche pit. Meanwhile, they don't have any of those options. There's no helm on this mag, of course, because Clap's gone for a different build, setting up with the mechanism, so they don't really have a way to just like check the pit for free. Other than just like sending in Toronto Tokyo and hoping he doesn't get vacuumed or something.
It's true. Horn toss. They got him on and topped him. They pulled him in too. Oh no, not like that. OG now looking for more. Sev got to run away. They buy back on Thompson. Wall down. Yadaro vacuum. Chase. Sumail thought about the rundown, but with the 2 buybacks, Team Spirit will retreat. And with that, Roche will also spawn.
Oh, they're going to smoke up here too. Of course, they still have everything. That, you know, these are the cheap picks that you get with Horn Toss. Still holding Chrono, still holding RP.
And that combo of like the Horn Toss with the Lion, and they get him again! Pull him back in, bring him on down, hook shot, try to salvage it, it's not going to be enough! OG don't have an answer for the mag, and Saksa also gets killed! Unbelievable composure and presence of mind coming.
They need it
Team
for
Spirit
that
roster.
BKB too, right? I mean, all that damage was magical. He took 382 physical
Got
damage
him
on
again!
Tiny.
What? They find him another time, and the Chrono down! Collapse! The absolute madman! Wow!
He is looking for it right now. The bottom lane, sure, there's still creeps. Toronto Tokyo's going to go back and deal with it, but oh, he can't believe it! Says Collapse.
As they chase in. That's going to be melee racks down. Might go for more. I mean, they're dead for forever. The turn now, looking for the tier 4 towers potentially. Our Team Spirit just going to end this game. There's still Sumail, and he is a big, bad, mad Tiny. There, they get him. Collapse. What can this guy do? Horn toss in. Sumail wants to salvage this, and there's the winner's curse. There's no buyback. There's no help. It's Sumail versus the world, and this time it might be the world that wins as they find the finish. GG called. Team Spirit 1 game away from eliminating OG.
Not only is it a win, but it's the way that they won this game. Team Spirit recognizing that it was a matter of time. It was a matter of patience. They held out. They waited for the big spells. They waited till Collapse became the beast they needed and won that game. And we talk about OG. They're a team that adapt in the mid game. They change things up when things aren't working their way, but they didn't really see an adaptation this game. They decided that, you know, we have to just keep going. We got to keep going high ground. Sumail's got to do this for us, but Collapse said no.
Collapse indeed did say no. What an impressive...
So,
it's true.
That could also help them here, being down 1 game. They're going to be looking for some early damage in this top lane. Seb starting out with the Enchant Totem. Don't have the benefits of the Aftershock, but he's trying to get as much harass on Yadaro as he can. Trying to start burning through this regen, but there's a lot of regen up here. There are 6 tangos, a salve. Yadaro's got himself a couple tangos and a Fairy Fire too. Already starting out with the stick, which is awesome versus the core shaker, by the way.
You love to see that. It's going to be so much regen consistently given there.
To get around early on the map with an urn, try and set up some plays. But I would say, largely, at least in my experience of the Invokers at TI so far, falling a little flat on the early rotations, and it feels like they don't actually come online until they really get into that big Aghanim Scepter. Now, with the philosophy of OG, though, I'm kind of expecting this is almost just like an Alacrity hero right now.
Yes. Giving more and more, if possible, to that Tiny Sumail and pull back. I'm a little bit shocked, I'm going to be honest, that they gave this to Collapse as Mira finds that kill on a No-Tail and
nice
finding another one on the opposite side. 3 quick ones for Team Spirit.
Thank you, production, catching both of those at the same time.
It's the big question here. Sumail so far on the Tiny 19-4 versus the 10-3. And then, of course, we saw Mira getting a good couple of last hits there as well on the line.
Yes.
Back by the Nature's Prophet. And just quickly up top, it happens.
What do you expect, you know? Your Night Stalker and Shaker into a Wyvern and a Lifestealer. Doesn't feel like this is going to go very well for you. I'm sure they're aware of that. Not able to really get any like big pull plays either, you know? Maybe that's going to start happening here soon with the boost being available on Soxa. Soxa just sitting in a well like, do I have to?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go mid.
He comes on back there. And that's just to, I guess, pick up the bounty rune instead. So goes to get that one. So not an easy one at all. The damage that you have right now from OG, it feels like these heroes don't really do that much, right? Like the supports don't have that much damage until Nature's Prophet gets level 6. Invoker's kind of just running unlimited bits as well. It's really all in Sumail, who has to obviously keep farming since he's position
mid lane.
1.
Dropping low here, the silence comes in. Toronto Tokyo able to jump, get sprouted.
Assimilate, gets that little damage buff.
Yeah.
Able to back away from it. Boshka in the meantime has a DD. The Remnant used out, they're actually able to get the bottle refill off that.
Nice defense right there. And now Mira coming in.
Has to be careful, jump through 1-1 with this DD. Toronto Tokyo wants to go to work. Will he be able to get out of there? Assimilate, jumped into both! What? He turned onto them instead! They thought they were saving Soxa, but they were just dying themselves.
Oh, they can't believe it. Collapse happily cheering on his allies from the off lane there. It's 6-0 as the supports contributing early here from Team Spirit. Mira Maposhka, a great series so far, and the greed.
Dude, Toronto Tokyo is not one to mess with. This man came here to play on this day.
I mean, he must have been really low there, like 400 HP or something.
Yeah.
Just got blown up, sticking around too long.
7-0 start. This young team, Eastern European, making the most of it. They're going to sneak away that bounty rune. And has the jump away, maybe. Ooh, low on mana. Dissimilate, has to be careful. Maposhka nearby. They're bringing everybody the echo out, but the cold embrace keeps him alive. The silence afterwards. Toronto Tokyo trying to live, but won't be able to. They bring 4, but that's worth it.
You know, just one game one. Collapse has just been chilling on that off lane.
Yeah.
Being relative, you know, free farm for a Magnus at least. Sometimes you can have a rough time in the lanes, and now has his friends back here supporting him from the tree line.
Pulls in, RP connect, finger of death, done.
That's a stack.
Mira gets the kill, and you can see that even though you have all these last hits on the Sumail, as far as net worth is concerned, they're starting to catch up on the rest of these cores and hopefully get into those first items for Team Spirit. RP down, smoke up, walk for Sumail, stunned. Right at the start with Yadaro there, he gets the rage off, looking for the chase down. Collapse able to back out and get away.
They still have Curse here.
Oh, have to be careful. Toronto Tokyo showing up. They're going to use the Winner's Curse just to set everything up. The pullback with the Aether Remnant, but the walk forward. Have they bitten off more than they can chew? On the side of Team Spirit, looking for the rundown. The Fissure connects onto both of them. The jump through Sumail down solo. Mira, one more hit. It's not enough. They chase him, looking for a follow-up. Soxa onto Toronto Tokyo. Another cold embrace. They don't have much left in the tank at all. Echo is out afterwards. The Yule Scepter into Collapse then. Toronto Tokyo tries to get out. But do they have anything else left in the tank? Now infesting over to the side. Seb makes the kill happen. Mapochka getting ran down. The Lifestealer infested in and looked for a kill but couldn't find it.
They spent so much trying to bring down Sumail. I can't believe he's actually still around here, not able to get all the way home yet.
Mapochka, cold embrace, now the turn onto Thompson, wanting to finish him off. Run bit by bit with this armlet, getting active. It's Tornado, the last second Mira needs to find the kill.
Mira, no.
Just off the skin of his teeth, he gets out of there. And Thompson tries to run, but Collapse moving in from downtown. Can he find the angle? Does he get lucky with it? They can try and chase this, but instead spot Saksa. Yadaro, the run through, shows himself, and there's going to be the eventual finish. Just mayhem in the bottom lane. And the fact that they were able to keep Yadaro alive and has now the Empower going to finish through these Ancients. Maposhka.
Oh, meanwhile on top, yep.
Jumped on Fissure, Chant Totem, gonna fall, Winter's Curse. Maybe a chance. Oh, the Sunstrike caught him right at the end. Well played by Thompson.
Eliminating any chance of escape there. They go right back to the tower and take that down. Thompson is pushing out this bottom wave, though. Any chance for a catch? Would be a tough one. Infest first. Oh, nicely done.
Now tries to move in there. And a couple more punches fingered. That Thompson tries to get out with a rage. Will be enough. So oh, wait a minute. Are they going for more now? Toronto Tokyo with the Haster and Tempt and Fate.
Yeah, he's under a ward right now, so has to be careful. Seb very willing to drop an Echo on him, I'm sure.
Non-stop action.
Big playmaking potential. He wants to put some pressure on the itemization of Collapse to actually find that BKB or maybe a Dispel of some sort, right?
Right.
You don't want to give him that same freedom that he just had last game.
It is interesting, though, because it feels like as, well, the Aces comes out, this isn't bad here. Tries to get him in. The mech, though, keeps him alive, and with Maposhka nearby, they really don't have an opening.
Yeah, and the Arctic Burn onto Seb, preventing the blink.
Round 2, looking for it. Seb, he has a big one! The Echo comes out, catches on them both, but the Hex is there to turn it in the Winter's Curse. Skewers them both together, tries to find it. RP, and now, do they have enough with the Empower? The big amount of damage coming out onto Seb. It was looking good for a moment, but in the end, it wasn't enough. Do they have anything else left in the tank? The chase down, another great impale onto Sumail, catching him now. They get the Sprout, but they've got him caught in there with them. Yadaro chases, right clicks, dead, done. OG, where you at?
Almost got no tail there at the end too, but much like game 1, it's these early plays into tier 1 tower that end up felling a couple of OG heroes. They did get the tower in the end thanks to the trusty catapult.
But no, Lifestealer got the deny on it last second.
True.
Well played. And now?
Oh, Thompson.
Going for more. Seb, gotta be careful there. Looking down south. Tried to find an opening there on the no-tail, and they'll get him. But Poshka ends up going down. Again, this absolute chaos there. Mira misses the stun. Seb jumps forward, gets the kill. Team Spirit. Gotta be careful with this movement now. Saksa wants to chase this. Another great fissure there, gonna connect the Atos afterwards, but the Yule Scepter keeps him alive for the moment. Seb tries to hit the timing, but it's not quite there. And now with the Lifestealer back in front, he finds the kill on a no-tail, and then TP's out right in front of him.
No tools through that one here, of course, if you don't get that initial silence off, especially, right? Like, that's one thing he has to watch for sure versus the Night Stalker.
They're keeping this pressure on. Smoke up. OG, do they realize what's coming? They're actually going to open up on the Yadaro, but the rest of the team coming in time to try and save their carry. Is it going to be quick enough, though? They jump in! Oh, the RP! But he already died! And now the Winter's Curse afterwards. Saksa in some trouble. Toronto Tokyo, and they are all in pretty deep at this point. If they can maybe find a couple quick kills, it could be good. Thompson down low, dead. Rooted afterwards. Maposhka, Mira, right on top of Sumail. Jump forward, Seb, trying to save this. He's done it so many times to them before, but can they do it again? Sumail walking away ever so slowly, bit by bit, trying to escape, but Mira, he won't let him go. The jump forward, this Lion, and Collapse doing absolutely everything for Team Spirit here. As 4 go down, Seb tries to get away, but will it end up happening? No. The Yule Scepter lift up into the Remnant. Toronto Tokyo having a coming out party, absolutely owning on this Void Spirit.
Sounds good to say and looks good to watch. Toronto Tokyo, easy game. Is that a voice line? I don't think that was a voice line.
Wait, what? Oh my god! Observer, press enter and go up. This man just dropped it right in front of him. On the main stage of TI, an elimination match. Talk about
he's feeling
hell of a moment. And in the meantime, you look at this. Team Spirit gonna try and claim the Aegis.
Oh, the instant, the Sunstrike, and then the TP right away from Thompson. He wants to be here. Doesn't want this one going for free. Tornado now.
Starting the fight off. Obviously has the rage afterwards, but Roche down. Aegis claimed.
Not lucky
drop it
enough
low.
to get the damage there from the meatball either.
Right.
Yeah, maybe just hoping he could force a snatch.
Team Spirit gonna smoke.
Try and get the bounty for OG.
Fested Lifestealer inside Collapse. Doesn't have the shard yet.
Oh, and Collapse this time too, eh? Yeah, Toronto Tokyo, of course, setting up for the easy one last time onto Thompson.
Follow the couriers. They're gonna take you to the heroes.
Oh, I love that.
Right on down the way. No Tail is there, but they jump and find the back line. Able to catch onto Sumail. That's a pretty good target. Hex afterwards. Yatoro eaten up this Tiny as Sumail eventually falls.
Oh, and they were so close to just running into No Tail too. That could have been so much better for OG if he was the one to fall, but grabbing the king instead. He has fallen, and now Collapse. Well, they might just find No Tail anyway.
Even gonna drop the RP
This is from the laning stage. This is from all the voice lines and the sprays.
Stay together.
Team Spirit putting on a performance here. Showing everything. And did he find him again? Collapse runs into Seb.
Screen. Seb.
What? Just like that. They find themselves. Seb trying to give him a high five. And find the kill again.
I think he was changing his chat wheel binds. He got caught in the trees there. Snagged by Team Spirit, just finding everything right now. But you gotta imagine they're feeling, I would think a little nervous, starting to shake a little. Like, it feels like you're doing so well, right? This is OG elimination.
That's true. Do you start to feel the nerves? Do you start to feel the wind come in their direction?
You,
Can they keep up the momentum?
You question yourself more when you're winning.
Right.
When you're losing, you're looking for solutions because you have a problem. You see the issue. In a game like this, like, you're ahead and you're just trying to keep that momentum going forward. You're scared a little bit sometimes in terms of, like, what can they do to come back?
All right, and we've seen OG come back from bigger deficits than this before, even in the grand finals. They've got heroes that can make the plays. Will it happen, though? Looks for the silence, not going to get him. Toronto Tokyo playing that one safe, and down bottom, they got a Lifestealer that OG need to deal with. Throws out that tornado, gets the lift up, the pullback. Skewer, catch, Thompson in trouble. On the other side, they're also battling it out with Seb. The chase is there, and Thompson going to fall. Mirror jumps in, gets the finger of death finish. Collapse off to the side. Maposhka not going to be found. They get the skewer, or rather the shockwave, into the kill, and they force out that buyback. No Tail's going to pressure top.
Yeah, he's got no other choice. Just going up there. Gonna perhaps send in some treants here.
Fissure, the only thing that can slow down this Lifestealer right now. Will get hit by that tornado now afterwards. But again, that pressure, it's going to be mounted top. We've seen this before where Nature's Prophet can force back heroes, but will they happen now?
They're so weak in comparison, though, right now. Like,
it's true.
He's got the solo cracks, he's got a couple of the big ones, but I mean, there's Yatoro just hitting your base. 30 seconds still left here.
Yeah, and they still have Glyph available on Team Spirit if they need to use it. Yatoro hits it, range racks down, takes the first, backs away with the team.
Dire's structures are fortified.
God, what a match. What a series.
Dire's
Team Spirit came out here punching the champs in the mouth.
I will say he got more damage down than I expected.
Yeah.
He's sending them back in and no one's TPing. They don't want to break the formation, so they're just going to sack the tier 3. Now, tier 3 is not as valuable as they used to be, but look, the fight's happening. This is why they don't want to break it up.
Catches there. Stun afterwards. Pull back in. Dead. Done. Looking for more.
He blinked in.
Collapse. This guy's a little bit crazy. Thompson, Sumail looking for an opening there. They spot one. Avalanche walk forward. Mech, but the save is out. And now Sumail BKB'd. It's going to wear off soon. Has to back out of there as Yatoro chases the winner's curse. It's going to connect. And afterwards, Thompson, he just has to disrupt it, but no, he can't get there in time. The jump in. Seb tries to salvage it. Isn't enough. The Evil Scepter lift up. Mira goes down, but they pull him back in for more. Yatoro too strong on this Lifestealer. 3 dead, no buyback. Is this going to be the end for OG? As Saksa also to fall. Everybody's gone. And look at this Team Spirit going in for more. Oh, Yatoro, you tempted fate. You thinking about going into the fountain? They regained some focus, but with no buybacks, can they just try and end it?
It's tempting. There's tier 2s in the other lanes.
Could this be the downfall? Team Spirit, they can sense an end right now. A chance to move forward, get top 6 in this tournament, and you've got 25 seconds with no Sumail.
They're not hesitating.
Trying to end this one. Team Spirit looking to go all together. There are racks that are being taken up on the top side of the map, but they've got their eyes on the prize. They want this agent, the Sprout, to walk inside of it. it. Oh my god, he's just going for the spider legs through. They get the vision. OG, there's nobody left alive. It's only no-tail. There's nothing left, and GG is called. Team Spirit end the game, taking down OG. What a Cinderella story here on the main stage.
Absolutely incredible team spirit. And look at them, they're cold. There's just cold stone in there. They just knocked out the champs.
Unreal. From going 0-4 at the beginning of groups to now getting top 6 for this young squad. What a magical, magical journey for them. And OG, it just wasn't meant to be this year.
And it's just early, of course, for Team Spirit. It's important that they're not getting too excited.